In a world of silence, we found our loud voice. Sending out millions, it's our chosen choice. Challenge accepted, we're rising above. In this email revolution, we've got the love. We're sending, we're breaking the limits we cross. Each email we send feels like a gain, never a loss. From 0 to 1,000,000, we conquered it all. Masters of the email game, together we stand tall. No fear of the spam, we're hitting the mark. With precision and passion, igniting the spark. Every message counts, we'll never back down. In this wild email race, we wear the crown. We're sending, we're breaking the limits we cross. Each email we send feels like a gain, never a loss. From 0 to 1,000,000, we conquered it all. Masters of the email game, together we stand tall. No fear of the spam, we're hitting the mark. With precision and passion, igniting the spark. Every message counts, we'll never back down. In this wild email race, we wear the crown. We're sending, we're breaking the limits we cross. Each email we send feels like a gain, never a loss. From 0 to 1,000,000, we conquered it all. Masters of the email game, together we stand tall. We stand tall. We stand tall. We're sending, we're breaking the limits we cross. Each email we send feels like a gain, never a loss. From 0 to 1,000,000, we conquered it all. Masters of the email game, together we stand tall.
Hello, all good? Good to see you, dog. Hopefully you can hear my audio and see my screen. Welcome, good evening, happy Tuesday. A little bit running late, but as they say, as always, better late than never. Anyhow, as this summer, as you all know, really, till 10 o'clock, life doesn't kick off in our end of the world. You like the thumbnail? Awesome. Yeah, we will be talking about the thumbnail a little bit. If you guys want to be in conversational, you are more than welcome. We can trigger one room out. We can dab into this thumbnail conversation of the evening. And also, while we are at chatting, I will be sharing my screen just a second. It will tie us to that conversation of the stream, and I hope you will enjoy the stream, and I hope you take quite a lot away from it. And if you like the content, make sure that you subscribe so you keep getting this live streams as it happens. As you know, we do not really manipulate any content that we're producing, and is never been edited. Always as it is, you see it in our screen. It happens in that day, and that day is recorded in history of the internet for everyone to see. That being said, as always, I will keep a house rule, and we will look like have a live conversation. Me and Doug, maybe someone else will join a conversation, and yes, we can hold the stream a little bit longer than if it's necessary, guys, as it is Tuesday evening and summer swinging, so to speak. So we are free to have a little bit Q&A going on, a little bit a conversation, and just probe around, see what is really available, why really this thumb is being published on YouTube today. Be connected everywhere and be everywhere isn't that everybody's dream of the internet of things? So, what can we do to help that happen? And we will deep dive on that conversation just a moment. Before that, as always, thank you so much, guys. That is been busy month for us, and we really appreciate you. There's quite a lot of you joining No Limit Emails family. Please just provide us the domain, and it's very simple. You have to just select the domain you want to use to the Cloudflare and send us that Cloudflare login details via either reply to our email or jump in one of the live streams that you can give us there and then privately. Of course, you can send us private message in the private rooms, and also make yourself a private room, invite me and myself and my partner, and as well as anybody else in the No Limit Emails family. You can have a connection and a conversation privately as that you wish. And of course, tonight it's tie us to that subject matter of really connectivity being everywhere. So we will dig into that, so that tie in really like how easy it is for you to connect with us after you join the network, and also makes it easier for you to connect with your tribe, so to speak, your business, and anything else really you want to do with a amazing you could say two different platforms, but you could say twined up. They become very powerful, and we will dig into that conversation. Welcome to the family, guys. We appreciate you supporting our work. We are absolutely uh, enjoy that you guys enjoying the actually what's matter, especially the side of everyone is working to help each other, to obviously help each other scale, and is also help each other to do it proper and help each other to get stronger, guys. As more of us active sending emails, more power everyone gets, as you all know. And also, as more age your system gets, also more power and credibility you get and gain, which is necessary, especially what's going on in our world of today, with lots of crazy stuff going on. We will talk a little bit about that later on in private room as well. Just hang for that. Also, congratulations to some of you that got your accounts today, guys. I'm really pleased that we release your accounts, and some of you waiting for accounts, guys. Accounts, as you all know, account creation and our part. Who comes in first? That gets into the basically build this, but who also give us. Sometimes you might come in first, guys, and you do not give us access to the Cloudflare, which is holds you back. So instantly do that before even you set up your account, even you joined us. Make sure you have a domain in mind to use, and don't use your main domains for your main brands. Use sister brand domain type stuff, one letter different type of domains that you can utilize for yourself. But if you have owned them, those domains that they are empty, ideal for you to get them in action. So it's start working as a good emailer for you, and we will show you a little bit of that too on the live conversation just a moment. So welcome everyone, and let's just hang a little bit tidy in here till we get a room going. Also, just before we get the room going, I am also going to join to the room in here in the chat. By the way, anybody that want to really directly ask us question, guys, because YouTube is chat, so to speak. If you're on YouTube, you want to be in live stream, be on cam or off cam, is totally up to you, long as you can be audible, or even on the other chat, just speak basically in the chat if you want to. But we love to have you as audible. If you are the public, you just discovered us, we thank you. So it seems like YouTube at least allowing somebody see us in the sphere of YouTube. So that's plus, guys. And you can also join richly in that private room after show as well. We also have public square room that is constantly active for anybody join us, ask us any questions, or basically ask us for any help, that even if you are not basically our clients. So we always welcome everybody to listen to you guys. So that room is also available for public to use, and as well as ourselves always hang out in that to just kind of keep the rule going in the room so it doesn't get crazy. That being said, respect everybody in there. The mods will not really knock you off, long as uh, decent conversation based on the businesses and topics that really is being covered. Was that room exists is about really take your question about your email business, your communication business, your live streaming business, and also what you're doing, what kind of tool you're using, and then you could compare them, the tools that we represent to you, what's there for you to use, and so on and so forth. And just to be open-minded, as we are all human beings from different walks of life, end up in a one place in the internet. Just respect one every each other. That's all to it, guys. And that being said, first of all, let me see if I can change my screen in here, so I can join the live room in a second, and we bring a live room and we dig into this conversation a little bit together. Let me see. I think first we just have to. I have to log in a couple of rooms. I'll meet you there in a second, dog. I will be joining you in a live room just a second. Alright, I am in a live room. I think we are in the live room. So we will bring the live room on screen just a second. I think I can hear you audible, dog.
I have no audio of you yet.
I can hear you. I can hear you pretty well. Let me just refresh. So hopefully you can. Hear me audible.
Okay, looks like my audio is good.
All right. Is it my audio is no good? Not coming
The
through?
headset's working.
Just a second. Let me have a look why my audio didn't work in there. Alright, does the audio work now? We should have some audio feed in there. Let me actually get out and come back in. Alright, the work.
I see you, but I don't hear you.
1 second, I don't know why my audio is not working over there. Just a moment. So is my audio working? Cannot use camera, okay. But we have audio. Anyways, as always, this is our live, guys. We try to connect live. And let me just check actually my audio setting in here. My audio setting is actually 1, 2, test, default.
My tab appears to be good.
Yeah, it says my audio working.
Let me see.
Alright, one more, let me
I'm
check.
going to grant you moderator rights and see if that helps.
Microphone. 1, 2, test. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. Huh. 1, 2.
I hear you in YouTube, but I don't hear you in the room.
Yeah, I don't know why going on. Why is that's happening? Let me. It says I am connected. My audio is connected. Microphone using now. Yes. I wonder if it's Chrome is blocking my
I
audio.
can see your connection. It's here.
Let me try again. I'll try reconnect 1 second. Let me just refresh, see if it's I wonder if it's OBS actually blocking my audio. Yeah, it could be the OBS. OBS blocking my audio. Huh. How come? It is actually my end. Just a moment. We will get back to this, guys. uh,
Your sound is really good on
1,
YouTube.
2. Yeah, like I think my
And we have
sound
a
is
fellow
getting.
jitser already joined. So
My sound has been obviously hijacked by the OBS for YouTube. So it's taking priority. I think OBS taking priority of the mic. Uh, let's see. Anyways, um, I think we can hear you, Doug.
okay, how about if I close the room and you open it?
You can do that for sure. No, you don't need to. But let me jump out, and then I'll come back in. It's gotta be one way or the other. Does have to accept my audio. Uh, maybe I have quite a few rooms open. 1 second. I'm going to go in here. Incognito. Let's see. I'll try to connect to that room incognito. See if it's alright. It says allow visiting the site. Alright. Alright. Is it audio worked? Did the audio came to you? Sounds like I have a microphone on. Start stop camera. Yes, basically OBS hijacking my audio file or audio input all going through the OBS.
No, when I
But
yeah
you still can hear me.
when I mute
Yeah, I think I can hear you
when I
perfectly through
when I
my desktop. But you can't hear me in the room. But you can hear me on the YouTube. I think that solves it. So that's why it's probably so doesn't echo. I don't know why. Anyways,
I hear
so
you fine on YouTube.
yes, so you can hear me on YouTube, but I can hear you on the room, and we will be projecting just you to YouTube and myself, and we obviously people will hear me on YouTube, but we'll also record you on YouTube. As you know, so we will be live on YouTube in a second. Let me see. I never had this issue before on my end, so I just did this new setup on this OBS. So basically hijacked our. Alright, so now you should be on screen on YouTube. Just a minute, and recording should carry on as as it is, as we are like already running for quite a bit. So hopefully you can see us and on YouTube. And yes, we are live on YouTube now. So hey, that was achievement. But obviously, you guys can't hear my audio on this room. You
Yeah,
guys can
we're
hear.
live. I'm going to turn my camera on.
You can turn your camera on if you want. I can't actually turn my camera on because of on OBS is cameras on. But I have not seen the camera on, if you
No,
know
that's
what I
okay.
mean. So go ahead, sir.
If your camera stays off, that's okay. But I have a delay.
Yes, you will have a little bit of delay, I suppose, to the YouTube. Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's because obviously delay also on YouTube in my end is has always been there a little bit on
not bad.
OBS.
About 4 or 5 seconds.
Right. So welcome, Doug. So about the thumbnail and about really the headline was on the thumbnail,
Thank you.
and then the stuff that we got to remedy that exactly what we said on that thumbnail. So go ahead, sir. You nail it off by obviously tweening the two part of the no limit emails. Does it allow you to be everywhere or not? Go ahead.
I have absolutely no limitations as to where I can send emails with my no limit email systems. It's all interesting that I have I stopped sending some to certain countries, but I didn't have to. They were being delivered anyway. It's just that I would not get any response from them. They didn't unsubscribe or anything. It's just that it just didn't seem to make sense to send it to countries that were completely unresponsive. So I stopped sending it to them, but I could have. I can send to China and Russia and Taiwan and Japan and South Korea and North Korea. I've actually had landed emails in North Korea, but um, it was it it didn't make any sense after a while
Mr. Kim
to
didn't
send them
reply
there.
back.
So I started to pare down my email uh, leads to not include countries that were completely unresponsive. But I can still email every other country in the world.
So the you could say cream on top is you could be everywhere in the world live, right? So you could have the live room and send email, be live in the email, right?
Actually, with a system like this, I can actually put a room in right in an email like this. And if someone were to open their email and I had my camera on and my mic on, I could talk to them as soon as they open their email because their email connects to this room, and uh, and I can do that anytime I want.
So basically, we are have ability to be everywhere with ease and without really not touching anything technical, right? Because that is the big kind of hurdle for almost, you could say, everyone who's get into the internet. Has always been
I don't,
technical hurdles,
on my
right?
end, I don't have to do anything other than put the link to this room into an email and send it. That's all I have to do. There's no setup. There's no maintenance, no support, nothing that I have to do. All that's handled by Evan and his team.
Obviously, the live element, right, is all about being live everywhere, which is really big goal of the industry as a whole. I mean, like we have, TV's existed for a long time, right? Then we have cinema existed, then now we have mobile phone exist in our hands. So essentially, we could be live everywhere if we just use really the tools that we already have, without extra, you could say, extra money spent on anything else. Especially live itself. Most of us, as even myself, really like, because we are mobile enabled. Let's say we use data to go online in the phone, so internet is with us almost 24 hours in our hand. Being everywhere has never been any easier today than maybe last since internet exists. Anyway, with help of AI, even pushing stuff forward, video feed is uh, getting importance, and also has this massive competition as well globally. Like literally, how many companies that we see? For example, the best one is YouTube live streams, right? And the second best, you could look at it, is a Twitch. Then third best, you could look at it as a Kick type of social live streams. But if you look all of those sites, including Facebook Live, which is myself done quite a lot of them, but I come across they all been very, very one click away problematic, that you get locked out. I mean, it's happened to me personally on Facebook. I did lives, as you know, literally like for so long on these platforms. So what's the solution for us was, I mean, I'm using it in as a
All
living
we have to
example.
do is say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and any of those systems can shut you down. Um, but a meet.nolimitemails.com room is your room.
No one there to shut you
You,
down.
no one else can say anything about it. Once you've got it open and you're using it, it's your room.
How does that feel, sir, for you personally? How does that feel for you personally, Doug? When you know you have the power to just make a room, you want to talk to someone important, and you know it's kind of safe to do so.
Actually, it's about freedom. It comes down to freedom. Um, Zoom Zoom does a lot of the same things as we do. You can record, you can do all that, but not freely. You, if you have a free system, I think it's 40 minutes you can be online for, and then it'll stop. But we've had rooms open over 1,500 hours. I forget how many days that is. We've once figured it out as 65 days or 75 days or something. We've had one room open at that long, and we do it regularly. I have 4 rooms open right now, and I could hear in my headset if someone enters one of those rooms. Um, I'm muted in there, but I can hear when they come in, so that I can have my support room open and in my ears all the time. And if nobody comes in, it's fine. But if someone needs support, all they have to do is come in and speak, and I can just click to that room and deal with whatever problems they may be having.
Yeah, instant connection, right? Instant connection without either side downloading anything, uploading anything. It doesn't require a specific software to run.
Instant.
Instant doesn't, all browsers can work, just any browser on your device. Apple sometimes gives an issues because of obviously their own ecosystem. Just device on, you just got to add
Completely
some
handled
settings.
in my browser.
Yeah. So when it comes to the really freedom of being everywhere and everywhere easy, it requires two vehicles, right? And one vehicle that carries this instantaneous live feed And the other one is basically, you could say, your email notification to the rest of the world. You just fire maybe, you could say, news release for a product, whatever. Anything that really company need to kind of do to reach out more people, as you all know, always been difficult, especially with paid advertising, and it is never going to go away, and it's just going to get more expensive as like anything else does. Uh, the solution again is about really capturing much data as possible, especially high interest based data, which is every company in the world strive for, buy and exchange data, hire
Well, it's
companies to collect
interesting,
data.
Evan.
Yeah, go ahead. So
If we were to take a AdSense account, and let's say we were going to, we wanted to get in touch with lawyers, it would cost. I did them. They were 56 to $156 on AdSense to get a lawyer lead, and yet I have. It doesn't cost me anything. Once I've acquired the lead, it costs me nothing.
yeah, as you know, leads and data is one of those things. Is Richly, you could say, size shoot of commodity of, you could say, connection and data itself. So it's lots of opportunities with data if it's being utilized proper with the legal frameworks, right? And also non-abusive manner of really for business use with no abuse, as we see in network within our own network. Everyone can benefit for, you could say, uh, two-way of interaction between the two buyers and sellers, be it any service level, like be it if it's manufacturer or a farmer, or a lawyer, so to speak, or a dentist, that want to really safeguard their own data sets, right? And as well as, be it their client data set, their own data set, their personal data set, their personal email can be part of this, and as well as obviously mixing the personal and commercial side together, which is, as you know, you literally one domain way to set things up that you could control all this as a list differently. Before used to be problematic. You have to have so many counts for different ones. As we know, lots of companies will limit people creating multiple counts and things like that. Especially on shareholding accounts, share hosting accounts, it's been an issue of safety, a great deal of issue of safety when it comes to the really data itself, email itself. It is really blood vein of the internet. Nobody can deny that, and we can't deny society to not benefit from it, just like any other big company does in the world. It's not anybody's right, so to speak, to deny somebody else to do a business in the world, long as it's within the legal framework, obviously. That's what really everyone is standing for, right? It's all about really legitimacy of data use, transparently of data use. Even when we give data exchange to each other, we say, hey, look, I got this from here. So you know the source, and you can use the purpose that is really required for, generally speaking. So that's to reduce the abuse and reduce the spam. It's great because it helps the whole ecosystem. Everyone can send better email. And essentially, isn't that really what system needs or wants? So nobody seems like tackled this before. Uh, in one sense, we are tackling it because individually we're taking responsibility for our actions, right? And that's big. Before we used to do things in a, you could say, blind alley or a dark alley of share hosting in another, you could say, email server or communicate with the rest of the world.
That's right.
So it's about really like bringing that authenticity to data itself. Tying data to a person has always been a problem, including really like live streaming platforms like the ones we mentioned. The biggest problem in the world is bot views, robot reads, robot clicks, the browser-based kind of interaction clicks, all this kind of stuff, because advertising companies literally use that also to make money. So lots of those sites have difficulties with situation that we have on our rooms is eliminates that bot view type of stuff because it's not necessary, because it's not really designed. You It's not designed that for our own commercial, we could say, interest gains, because the pages run based on basically that liberty of no ads, no disruption, no eavesdrops, uh, and so many other really good sites. Even one-to-one, you could say, encrypted messaging, if it's really important people talking in the world of the internet and is have a consciousness about their own safety, is all functions being built in to do that, to achieve that. It wasn't our kind of like just thought, as like thoughts come from well over 300,000 open source developers on the UI application alone. And of course, that's why that's got kind of flipped as an open source company to someone else for $1 billion. So if the tool is cost $1 billion to somebody else is buying, and then we're using it equivalent to that open source, uh, basically $1 billion value that's already being generated by the tool itself, because somebody else is willing to spend that much money on it. And the reason they do that, obviously, because it's very powerful, you could say, very powerful bridge between A person, B person in the world, and we see it
That's
literally in a
because
live feed cam.
the value is built right in, Evan.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's not like we are using some sort of, you could say, knocked off tool from somewhere, and then copied something that said, well, we made this. No, we openly says, look, the tools that we use, they are open source. Anyone in the world who has the ability can go install and play around with them. And that's basically honoring the open source foundation and their principles to give people of the world free open access to the tools that is designed to do. It's just required a little bit, obviously, fees and costs of running servers. We says, okay, let's fit the bill for everybody, so we don't put any
Which brings us
metering
back to
anywhere,
the
right?
freedom portion of this.
Right. So we said, well, if we are all brothers and sisters, why we just one brother can't pay for everybody's lunch? So this was basically the idea behind the really meat side of things. But the email side, as you know, and give us that another freedom that really, if we want to be part of the digital society of the internet, we need to be what really internet needs. Uh, Especially internet works with two things. The language of the internet, in my view, is the video. But the bone and, you could say, body of the internet is the data. As we know, like every AI company we heard launch last couple of years, all to do with data, right? It's more data set, more data set, more data set. But really, the most important data set is us, the human being, in the equation in here, and is getting forgotten a little bit. And the email is a true answer to that, because it cannot decay that specific, you could say, true email from someone. So that's in my view. I don't know what you say, Doug. All right, Doug is just muted for a second. We will get back into the conversation just a short time. So all right, you can
I'm
eat your
having
lunch.
my lunch here.
All right, you
Or
can
my
have your.
supper here.
All right, you can have your suffer. Well, this can bring us to the end. If the people want to speak to us, they can join us afterwards on this live room that we will hang out after a little bit, and as well as public square room if you guys want to join us. By the way, when we're talking really about two elements of the internet itself, live feed and
Absolutely. We'll just stay here. Yep.
yeah,
I'm
so we will knock the YouTube off. If you guys watching us from YouTube or a replay, after replay, I don't know, we probably stay here another, uh, you know, half an hour more. And of course, we also be in another rooms. And through this room, we can give you another room addresses that you can join us. As this is literally room after room, we jump through the evening. So we have quite a lot of them, and as well as live sport room, as we mentioned. If you are just new, want to come and chat to us, ask me personally
I'm going to
question.
put the I'm going to put the room that we usually stay in.
Sure. So we are right now. This one is in the chat anyway. Is Meet No Limit emails talk room, and of course we have a public square room that I will be also joining afterwards, and I will pin that room in the YouTube chat that you guys can basically get to it if you want to speak to us over there. So I hope we are kind of answering the call, so to speak, what we said on the thumbnail, but we can really dive in a little bit more deeper, guys, with when it comes to the really data and live feed itself. Especially if you want to look a little bit more in a wider competition, what's going on, especially you could say live streaming arena, conferencing tools, live calls, live recalls, things like that. You know, there are groups like Slack exists, right? Discord exists and whatnot, but this is a little bit different level than those two. What I mentioned, well, is a little bit different than really your Zooms or your average Zoom calls, because that is literally, like we say, is a freedom tool because there is no time on it. So that's for me. And once more, happy Tuesday, and I will be sending email as well, guys, this evening and a little bit later this basically evening myself. But if you want to see some other stuff that we share, please feel free join
I'm going
us
to
in
say
one of the
goodbye to you.
rooms. Sure, Doug. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will see you over the other side. You eat your lunch, and I'll meet you over the other side.
Yeah, meet you in the public square room.